Growing up, and to this day, I enjoy walking along the trails in the forest preserves of Cook County. One can say that is what brought me to pursue a major in biology. There are many different ecosystems that are in action within these forest preserves, being forests, prairies, savannas, ponds, and lakes. The trails throughout the seasons are magnificent as they showcase the ecological processes and community at work. However, today these preserves look quite different than they used to. On my most recent hikes for the past year or so, there have been a drastic amount of trees that have diminished in the area, and also a low amount of prairie grasses to be seen in the savannas. Majority of the ponds and lakes within the forest preserves of Cook County are not naturally formed. Most of them are artificially created decades ago from water that has been dammed, while a slim amount of them have been created due to construction digging from massive holes needed for construction. This was a good way to help the forest preserves create a more complex ecosystem. Many species have been naturalized here and now rely on the ponds and lakes. The species that already live there also rely on the water sources as a means to get hydrated. The forest preserves of Cook County are actually doing habitat restoration in this area. The forest preserves of Cook County define restoration as the process of returning landscapes to health using scientific knowledge and recognized techniques to create an ecosystem filled with a diversity of native plants and animals. So to do this, they decided to tag all the trees and cut down those that were deemed fit to be cut. As they began this process, I was walking on a trail wondering why they were even doing this. I asked someone who was working in the trail and was told that these trees were deemed as an invasive species in this forest. An invasive species is a species that is not native to the area that has negative effects within the ecosystem. Due to years of fire suppression, even some trees that are native to Cook County have now been deemed invasive in certain areas. The technique they used was called tree thinning, which is where, you guessed it, they thin the tree coverage out by cutting them down. Thinning the trees allows sunlight to reach the forest floor, promoting plant growth and ultimately animal growth as well. Another aspect within our forest preserves are prairie grasses that are prone to disappearing as well. In a study done in 1959 by V.E. Shelford and G.S. Winteringer titled The Disappearance of an Area of Prairie in the Cook County, Illinois Forest Preserve District, there was clear evidence even back then that there was a decrease in prairie grass. The area I observed was a savanna, where it was a mixture of trees and open prairies. It used to be quite beautiful, but as of late, the prairie grass is on a decline. The way of life for humans is at risk due to invasive species and the need for agricultural land diminishing the abundance of prairies in the savannas. If you want to protect our way of life so our future generations can see deer playing in the grasses or coyotes roaming in packs, we must act now. According to Grassland Heritage, a foundation whose goal is prairie preservation, found due to industrialization and urbanization, Illinois only contains about 0.1 of its original prairies. Without acting fairly quickly, it could cost more money later than to do it now. The main reason that we should be more involved with our community's conservation is because the savannas, forests, prairies, and bodies of water provide a natural habitat for wildlife, purify air, and overall would be better for us to enjoy. This then plays a role in our health as well, as our air supply stays cleaner, giving us a better quality of life with the fresh air. But also being outdoors is not only good for our physical health, but our mental health, as studies shows that it can help reduce depression. What actions can we take together to promote conservation of our forest preserves? First, we can all donate to a cause that is on the forefront of maintaining our natural areas by volunteering within the forest preserves of Cook County, or, if you have some money, donate it to that cause. If that does not suit your style, active in state and local laws to ensure that our beautiful natural scenery remains for many more years to come. Illinois is home to one of the last prairie lands. Even spreading awareness to others within the Cook County community could help the cause for restoring our natural areas.